What's going on, everyone? Had a little technical issue.
We did. Can you hear us? I just want to make sure that you can hear us okay.
So yeah, we have this Stream Deck over here, and I always delete the stream key, which is where it tells it to go.
Yes.
I delete it so that I don't accidentally hit on air when we're recording kids ministry, and
right.
I forgot to put the new one in.
Because we have done that before.
So, how is everybody doing? I'm Joe.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Two Crazy Ketos.
We are.
Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos, and we do product reviews, and we talk about various keto topics. And then every Monday, we sit down on the couch for Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
No kidding. We sat here for 5 minutes reading comments, and then I look up and I'm like,
why isn't anybody answering back?
Nobody's talking to us.
We
posed
like, several questions.
And then I look down, it says you're on air in cash, which means nothing is broadcast.
You know how they say, like,
it's been a long week.
80% of success is just showing up. Well, that 20% counts for something, like turning it on properly.
I got home, found out
here.
like we were missing a kids ministry video. We were missing another thing. I had a problem with my computer. Like all of this, had to retape like 6 videos.
And I had to serve at like a church dinner, and I didn't get home one night until uber late, like 11:30 at night. And let me tell you, that one little extra thing in the schedule like has thrown me off, where I'm like, I feel like a baby that doesn't know what time it is.
So I wanted to go back because we were, reading comments.
Yeah.
We're not going to reread them all.
Hi, Steph. Before you even get back there, Steph was right up there at the top.
Yep. I saw Christy Davis from the Keto Village was here.
Yes. We owe you a huge thank you, Christy Davis.
For that cheese.
Moolah.
And evidently we're late to the party on this cheese.
I've never tried it before. Thank goodness.
I almost wish I never tried it to begin with.
No, I'm so happy.
Yeah, but I'm going to spend a lot of money on that cheese.
I am shocked that garlic was the best one for us.
It was the best.
It was delicious.
It was really, really good.
Thank you, Christy.
Also, another one that just, I'm trying to remember who they were. I saw that Jerry said he was making 20 pounds of bacon.
Oh, and I also wanted to know, how did Lori's bacon come out? The Keto Crafter. How was your pork belly? She had 2 giant pork bellies out, and I wanted to see it.
Okay,
how that bacon was.
Elizabeth wanted to know, is there any way if I can ask a question other than on a live?
Sure.
During other times of the week or day.
Monday in the premiere?
Monday in the premiere. I mean, the easiest way, the way you know you're probably going to get our response is through the live. And that's not trying to be mean. It's just that we do miss emails. Sometimes it takes us a long time to get emails. I have a bad habit of clicking on an email and reading it, but I don't have time to like answer it right now. Like especially if I'm in the car or like I'm working. And I'm like, I'll click on it, read it, and say, I'll go back and answer that later, and then forget to go back and answer it.
If you have your ears pierced, how many people ever run into the problem where all of a sudden one morning you're trying to put your earrings in and your ears are like, no, I don't think our ears are pierced.
I have that.
It's like, I'm trying to put them in tonight. My ears have been pierced since I was 16 years old, and now I put in my earring in, and it's like, oh no, I don't think we are pierced. I don't think I've ever seen an earring before. No.
Chris had said, I guess people were wondering why we were late. Chris said we were eating all the meats.
Always.
All the meats. Oh my gosh. We have meat. We had meat upon meat upon meat upon meat for Mother's Day.
We got distracted by meat and my earrings for a second, but another way that to go back to the question of how you can reach us, you can also reach us on Instagram. That's usually, I try to answer those.
That's one of the worst places for me. If you have a question for me.
Yeah, email it.
Email. Because I almost never go on Instagram. Rachel handles Instagram, and she'll be like, hey, can you go answer this question?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to forget that.
Because it'll be like technical.
I tell everybody, do not message us at all on Facebook Messenger. We generally don't even look at that and answer that. We just have too many places. So the easiest way, if you have a question, and we will try to get back to you, is joe@twocrazyketos.com or Rachel@twocrazyketos.com.
Yeah.
So back to Mother's Day.
Yes, it was delicious.
So we had all the boys here. It was awesome. So we had Anthony, Caleb, and John Paul.
And Michelle.
And Michelle, John Paul's wife. And it was really awesome. Michelle was a personal fitness, or a CrossFit trainer. So we were talking a lot about working out and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And it was a lot of fun. We barbecued. And we barbecued a lot. I started brisket at 5 a.m.
We meal prep for the week, basically.
Oh, I know. So we started brisket at 5 a.m.
Thanks to you guys.
Then I had
for
beef
helping
ribs,
us time it.
pork spare ribs, pork baby back ribs, burgers, and chicken. We had a lot of leftovers, and we just finished them tonight.
I got to get this out.
Okay.
I want my baby back ribs. I want my baby back.
Well, you want to show what we ate?
I have to sing it. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see 'em.
We had beef ribs.
We did.
They were delicious.
I'm a huge beef rib fan, as everyone knows. More than pork.
Then we had brisket.
For Anthony.
And the brisket was amazing.
Came out really good.
Came out really good. We did have burnt ends, but somebody ate them all before we could get a picture of it.
It was so funny. So
I didn't even get any.
I put everything out on display.
All the boys go after ribs.
But I slyly kept the burnt ends in like a casserole dish.
Yep.
And was like, does anybody want burnt ends? But I never put it down on the table. That's the key. Whatever you don't want to share, just hold on to it. Act like you're serving it. You want one of these? Here you go. And the rest of it came back to Mama's plate.
And yeah, and Daddy didn't get any.
I'm so sorry. We'll make you another one for Father's Day.
Okay. Then we had ribs. This is all cut up. They had already dove into there, but we had baby back ribs.
That was a distraction.
2 slabs of baby back ribs, 1 slab of pork spare ribs. Then over there on the side, we had some smoked hamburgers and some smoked chicken. And then we had our coleslaw.
I'm telling you what, the smoked hamburgers, and we've had, I know, in our recipes for every day, we've had 2 days, today and yesterday, were hamburger recipes. But we are all about the hamburgers.
Yeah.
I love it. And I'm telling you, smoked hamburgers are on my list right now of awesomeness.
Now, here's the cool thing. So, we're the only keto people. You have 3 boys and Michelle.
Yeah.
And us. Nobody complained that there was nothing non-keto.
No, we literally...
How do you complain with all that barbecue?
We actually had 1 extra side for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit of macaroni and cheese. And you know what?
Nobody ate it.
Nobody ate it. So everybody enjoyed the barbecue. But when you think about it, even for non-keto people, what is the fancy, exciting thing when you go out to the restaurant that you don't usually get a lot of if you're not keto?
Right.
The meat itself, right? That's what they're not selling macaroni and cheese by the half pound or the quarter pound. It's the money is in the meats.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, we had a lot of leftovers. We just finished them up tonight. I think there's like literally 2 ribs left. Everybody's just been eating meat all week long.
Yeah.
So it was really, really good. We had a great time. Tabitha spent the entire time in the pool.
With Jenny, our grandpuppy.
Stop saying that.
I love being a grandma with a puppy. And Michelle is so good about sending me pictures of like what she's doing during the day. And
now, what kind of dog is she?
Man,
I forget.
If you hadn't asked me, I would have totally known.
She's a dog, whatever it is. It looks like almost like a spaniel, like a cross between a spaniel and a Labrador Retriever.
She is a retriever dog.
Her job is to run in and flush the birds out.
Right.
So she likes to chase birds.
She does.
And she really had a lot of fun with the chickens. Because we wanted to let her out, and Michelle's like, no, you can't let her out. And then so she was just chasing the chickens through the screen and freaking them out.
Well, the thing is that our chickens are way too friendly, and she could not understand why these chickens kept coming up to her like, hey, how are you? It's like, you're supposed to run from me. Don't you know how this works? And why are these fat birds not flying?
And then she's looking at Tabitha like, why are you not chasing these things?
And of course, Tabitha's looking at her like,
those are my friends.
Those are my friends. That's my family.
Line Girl said, got me a body composition scale yesterday, learning how to interpret my stats. Looks like I have lots of subcutaneous fat, but low visceral, which I think is good. Maybe Bronson's workouts will help. They will
absolutely help.
Let's see. I kicked myself out. Oh, where's my crazy?
Aww. 2 crazies right here. And of course, speaking of crazy things to do, you notice that Joe's wearing a hat right now, and you know what that means. It means...
we broke our poop chute.
That's That's not usually what it means, thankfully. But yeah, he scratched his head underneath our trailer because we bent our pull that like empties the black tank.
Yeah, I bent it. I sent Chris pictures. I'd like heated it up and got it all sort of straight, but it was still kind of hard to open, so I ordered a new one. Here's the funny part. I broke a $4 like rod and cable.
Yeah.
They don't sell that. You have to buy a whole new $50 piece for a $4 cable, which is easily replaced. But they don't sell that. So I just bought the whole piece, but only changed out the cable. But it's kind of funny because the one I actually needed is on national back order until October.
I would just like to take a moment publicly to say how much I appreciate you for doing that crappy job. That is not a job that I want. I didn't want that job. And it's hot outside, P.S.
Yes, it's very hot.
Ugh.
Let's see. Sabrina said, we were in a lot of different places. Drove around Houston on our way to Florida. That city is one big place.
Houston is huge. It's like, it should be Houston spelled like H-U. Houston. That's what it should be called, I think.
We're so far behind. Jeannie goes, I finally make it on time, and where are they?
I know. I'm sorry, Jeannie. I don't
think we'll ever have a perfect live stream.
I don't think so either.
I did learn this week.
No perfect people allowed.
I did learn this week. Deborah said your hair is really cute.
Oh, thanks.
So I learned this week.
I think she's talking to you, though.
I'm playing on my computer, and I'm like trying to download an update for the camera. And I'm like, why is this thing taking so long? Like, it's like ridiculously slow. So I'm like on like dial-up speed. So then I look, and evidently my computer this entire time has been set to prioritize wireless over a wired connection.
Why?
I don't know. So now here it is we've got gigabit internet speed in the house.
Giggity.
And it was using the wireless connection, which doesn't really affect this because we don't stream through the computer unless we're like doing a live with like Bronson or something like that, and then it goes through the computer. But like every time we've been in the RV or something like that, yeah, that was one of the problems. The problem was it was trying to use a wireless connection instead of a hardwired connection.
There's always something.
There's always something.
Always something.
Yep. Karen said, hey, Rachel and Joe, we got our Meathead shirt today.
Yes.
So proud to wear it. I love you guys.
We love you. Thank you so much for wearing it proudly.
Do we have one of those?
I love that.
Where is that thing?
So today's challenge was lift yourself up, and I was wondering if anybody took the challenge to see if over the course of the day they could lift the weight that they have lost so far. So I shared that over the weekend we were adding pool salt to our pool to clean it up after a lot of rain and stuff. And Anthony power spraying the back porch and blasting it all into the pool. Anyway, so it was 120 pounds of salt we were carrying. And I've lost about 115 pounds. And so Caleb was trying to help me, thankfully, you know, pick it up from me, take that burden off of me. And I thought, wait a second, this is about what I carried around all the time. Yeah. That is a crazy amount of extra weight to have to carry around all the time. So I wondered if anybody else did that challenge today.
I wanted to show, so in case anybody knows, the Meatheads is the logo for our Patreon subscribers.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And so we had done a thing a couple of months ago for Patreons who were members at the time, $10 and $20 members at the time. They'd gotten a free t-shirt. So we will be posting a link for people who want to buy more of those t-shirts in our Patreon group. But yeah, I'm really glad they came out. So all of them have been ordered. Just understand that it goes by Amazon.
Yeah.
They're print to they're print to ship. Is that what you call it? Print to ship or print to order?
I'm afraid to say that fast.
So we had to go through, and each person's address had to enter it into our Amazon account then have it shipped out. So it took us a little while,
especially to like England.
But I think all of them are due to be delivered between now and I think the last one was like next Tuesday. It just depended on where you live as opposed to like where they print them from and that kind of stuff. There were 2 for people who are not in this country. Yeah. So those are coming to us because Amazon wouldn't ship it to you. And then we're going to be shipping it to you personally from us.
Yeah.
good luck on that one.
Right.
I don't know how much that's going to cost. But Chris said, Joe, your hair is too cute.
Speaking of mail, we did get some mail.
Oh, we did?
Can I share it?
Yeah, so Debbie said, I did lift yourself up today at the gym. I have no upper body strength, but I will build up those muscles.
Well, even if you have to do it 5 pounds at a time, because that's what my mom does, is like she was just working on doing it just with the 5 pounds. Like, how many repetitions will it take for me to get to, I think she's lost about 85 pounds. So like, yeah, it takes a while, but man, every time you're lifting it, like, wow, that was a win. That was a win. So we got some mail from Dawn and Cindy Morris.
Okay.
And they said, I posted a picture of my lunch a couple days back and you commented on my mustard eggs. Yes, because I wanted to try them. I wanted to share the wealth with you. I have only seen these in the Amish community here in Ohio. Not sure about the one in Sarasota. Enjoy and God bless, Dawn and Cindy. And she's sharing Philippians or Philemon 1:6. And she sent this book, which was like really cute, from a Child Evangelism Fellowship, which I was excited to
We have never been to the Amish country in Sarasota.
Yeah. I haven't. I can't believe that. No. That's definitely on our bucket list.
We've only gone to Lancaster.
And look how sweet. She actually put it in a Ziploc bag, which I really appreciate, because sometimes these things will leak.
Yeah.
But she sent some mustard eggs, and I'm really excited to bring them on our camping trip this weekend, because we are back to Fear Factor. Not that this is a fearful thing. Fear Factor.
I thought that was kind of in the
Camping Fear Factor is back.
Yes, we're going to the Keys this weekend.
Yes.
Matreya said, I am super looking forward to the Brazilian steakhouse visit during Keto Palooza.
I love me some Brazilian steakhouses. Man, they just do meat right. Thankfully, we have a lot of those around here in South Florida, and we love them. But what's the best is like our friends at church who are from Brazil and getting to go over to their house and just have that backyard barbecue where they're just cooking meat perfectly.
Yep.
Perfectly.
Michelle said, my husband has a smoker he's only used 2 times. I wanted smoked meat since y'all talk about it.
Yeah.
So smoking is
a great
easy.
time.
As a matter of fact, so we have our new Rec Tech, and we had the Pit Boss, which I was trying to sell on OfferUp. And listen, it's $599 to buy brand new, so we were trying to get like $375, $400 for it. It has a brand new control board, and I'm getting offers of like $200, and I adopted my attitude of, now you can't have it if you offer me a full price. Like, no, you've insulted me now.
So since we had some newlyweds in the house this past weekend, we went ahead and gifted them.
Yeah, I'm like, I'd much rather just like give it to like our son and let him enjoy it. So they've been all week messaging me, what kind of pellets, what kind of meat, how long do I do the chicken? Because Michelle's like, that was like the best chicken ever the other day. And so she's like, how do you do that?
Well,
and it's funny because Rachel doesn't like my explanation either. How long do you cook it? Till it's done? What do you mean till it's done?
Right?
Get a meat probe, stick it in there, 250 degrees.
That's
I'm going to tell you about an hour, but it could be 30 minutes. It could be 2 hours.
I feel like that's more helpful. Am I in the ballpark? Do I have enough time to like go answer my Joanne Fabrics emails and then come back?
So yeah, so they've been enjoying it. Because I said if you get a pellet smoker, it's literally like the Ron Popeil, set it and forget it. It's ridiculously easy.
Whatever you have outside, your grill, your Blackstone, your smoker, now is the time to start getting all of the cooking going on outside, out of your kitchen, heating things up.
Renee said, I'm here, but finishing my torture. I mean, Bronson's workout.
Aww.
I have to be honest, this week, I've not done one of Bronson's workouts this week. I've been
suck.
Yeah, but no, I've been doing farm labor this week.
You have. You've been, oh my gosh.
So we had a driveway poured on the side of the house to park the rig.
So we had tons of those pavers.
Yeah, all these pavers were pulled up. So I've been stacking them, and then I decided, like, hey, where we park my truck, we always have to get out on the grass because the driveway's not wide enough for my truck and her car. So when I sit down, I'm on the grass. So there's like 3 feet of dead, always grass.
Yeah.
So I decided to, I don't know why. I mean, look at the blister.
I know.
I decided to start digging it up, and then I was going to lay all the brick.
What?
And I decided it all had to be done in one night.
What machines did you get?
Well, I rented, after I already did this to my hand.
Yeah.
I went and rented.
High five.
High five. No. I went.
Wait, you can't. That's against our marriage vows. You have to high five. If someone in your family raises for a high five, you can never deny them a high five.
So I went to Home Depot. I rented a rototiller for literally like 35 minutes. Because I'm like, I don't need, the guy's like, how long do you need it? Like 4 hours? I'm like, no, I need it for like an hour. Can I have it like for an hour? No, it's 4 hours. So I rented that, came home, dug up everything.
How much time did it save though?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So then I brought it back, and then I'm like, okay, now I want one of those ground tamper things.
All I heard was like going outside, and I was like, what is happening?
The funny part is I rent it, and the guy goes, okay, we need a machine to put this in my truck. I'm like, well, how am I going to get it out of my truck? He was like, well, you don't have any help? And I'm like, well, I have help with you to put it in, but you're telling me that I need 3 or 4 people to get it out. So we get home, and I go get Caleb, and he's like, what are we doing? And I'm like, you have to help me to get this out. And he's telling me it's going to take 4 people, but there's only 2 of us.
Let's just make it happen, son.
We lift it up. It weighs like 300 pounds. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you're telling me I need 4 people for this thing?
Did
like,
you feel super strong?
No, I felt like the guy was a dummy.
That's not nice.
Keto Crafter said, do you use special software for live streaming? If we are having a guest like Bronson, we use, what is it called? Restream.
Yeah.
Because it allows where we don't have to have him come into us and then everything broadcast out. He calls into one place and we call into one place and it joins it, so it makes it a lot easier on your bandwidth. I think StreamYard does that too. We were looking into StreamYard. But if we're on the road, everything's through our phone. And then at home, I actually have a special switcher which allows me to do that. So we can actually have, I switched it back around.
Oh,
so we can actually have like 8 different cameras.
Yeah.
That one's off. So we have a camera there, which is off.
Yeah.
A camera there. I'm putting another one over here. And then we have the comments and also the website. Those are all like camera feeds. So the one switcher does it all.
And what's the name of that switcher?
It's called the A10 Mini Extreme. And then this one's called an ISO because it actually records all 8 cameras at once, which has really helped us because when we do our videos, it records everything. And if I screw something up or forget something, I can go back and access every individual feed and redo it.
So this, if you're
this broadcasts everything for the internet.
If you ever have a question like during the week and we're not on a live and it's like that, it's a technical question, that's when you definitely want to email Joe because I'm not like the techie person. If you want
all I do is pass my email on to Chris.
Oh yeah, because he's
Chris
super
and the
smart.
people at church.
Yeah, they're super smart.
Everything I know is like self-taught. So Shanta said if you eat corned beef and have Tom Thumb or Albertson, they have it at 50% off for a manager special.
I miss Albertsons.
We don't have any Albertsons anymore.
We used to get Albertsons, and that was where, in those intermittent times where my mom would pay us for chores, like we used to get a weekly allowance until mom's like, you know what, I feed you and clothe you and you live here, so like you're doing chores anyway. But once in a while, that was our first dollar store. They had actual like dollar toys.
Oh, Lisa said I haven't got my meathead tea yet. Yeah, again, they're all on their way. Same thing for Lori. Yeah, some people got them yesterday, and then I mean I know they're just showing up all week because every one of the messages shows up in my email like, your Amazon order's been shipped, your Amazon order's been delivered, and I'm like, there's 46 of these things.
Right. Yeah. So there you go. You're going to have to weed through some of that stuff.
He said, I weighed in today for the first time in over a month. I'm finally in the 200s.
Yes!
That's awesome.
You go, guy.
295 pounds.
I love it. Congratulations. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome.
Older Pennsylvania said, I was moving my 20 and 30 gallon grow pots from the back of my house to the front. I think I got that done.
You absolutely did. And congratulations. Like, isn't that a victory lap? Because before, you know, you probably had grow pots before. I was putting, you know, pool salt in the pool before, 115 pounds previously. I don't know how we did stuff. How did we do stuff? No wonder. I was always tired, in a bad mood, and like sore everywhere. How could you not be? How could I not be?
So Dave said, are you guys going to do an RV meetup local? Brenda and I live near Ocala.
Nice.
Okay, so actually we were.
But
the plan was we were going to Rainbow Springs in August, and we were going to do a meetup there. But what turned out is that that same weekend is Keto Summit Omaha. So we've changed the plans for going to Rainbow Springs to go to Keto Summit Omaha. And if you give me a minute, if you want to read a comment that's up there.
Okay, so Andrew says, I finally received my Keto Chow tank tops. Amazon delivered to the same dress in a different city, and the lady dropped them off today. Such a sweetheart. I love my shirts. Wow.
That is awesome.
That is really nice that she actually did that. Oh my goodness, we got mail from our next door neighbor yesterday and opened it.
Well, who knows? It's Amazon. You can't even find the address on there because it's just got a name, and I didn't see it.
And then I felt
I
like
get Amazon
terrible.
packages every day.
I mean, thankfully, it was just like a food chopper and not something like, intimate that they wouldn't want us to like know about. But I still felt like, and we opened it because I've got to be good about just like reading the label first and then opening it. But I just kind of assume that
if it's at my door, it's mine.
Yeah.
That's
how I felt so bad.
It.
I was so sorry.
So we're gonna talk about it more when the time comes around more. But yeah, our meetup will be when we go to Rainbow Springs, which will be the last week of December or the last week of November.
I was like, wait, no.
So November 29th to December 3rd. So one of those times in there, we're gonna do a meetup up in the Ocala area in the Rainbow Springs. So, yeah, it just got pushed because all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
we got some conventions.
You have Keto Summit, you have Keto Palooza, and so we really wanted to get to those things. So we pushed our meetup till back then. But we will, like I said, once we get closer to November, we'll kind of release more details.
I think it'll be nice in November too, because it'll be a little bit cooler.
Yeah. He said, Chad is moving too fast to thank everybody individually. So thank you to all.
That's awesome.
Jerry said, as I'm continuing to shrink, I'm so excited to order a larger and extra large meat herd shirt in the future.
Yes, I love this. Yes, because I love the plans that are hopeful and good because, yes, you are absolutely going to realize all of your health goals, and I love that. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Stephanie, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Said teriyaki burgers were so good, and thank you for the talk, Rachel.
Thank you for chatting with me, Miss Stephanie. What a privilege to be your friend.
I need to get it to pop up. I just like seeing the super chat, like glowing. Look at that. I love that, the way it does that.
Me too. And I love the teriyaki burgers also. Those are so much fun. And I can't get enough of I love burger like bars as like a barbecue, theme. All different kinds of barbecues and barbecue topping. A lot of times people tend to do like a taco bar, but I actually like a hamburger bar.
I wanted to mention, we got these sticks in, Fire Creek sticks. And the gentleman emailed me that he is keto.
Yeah.
And he's actually going to be on Keto Savage's podcast. And so he had messaged me what I'd be interested in trying because he knows how much we like beef jerky, and he sent me a bunch. And I did send him a message saying, hey, like, here's my thing is that a lot of these have sugar in them. And he's like, and so I don't really want to do a review on them.
Yeah.
There are 2 that don't have sugar. And he was like, I meant to tell you that the other ones were for for the boys.
Nice.
And that, that these would not really necessarily be keto options. They have 4 or 5 carbs per serving. But there are 2 flavors if you're interested.
Yeah.
They have really clean ingredients. They're Fire Creek snacks. They have 2 flavors that are good for keto. The Kicker, which is a beef and pork stick, and then the original. And these have less than 1 carb per serving, I think. So 1 carb per serving. It does have, let's see, beef, pork, salt. It does have sugar in them, which most of the meat sticks do. Encapsulated citric acid, jalapeno powder, cultured celery juice powder, spices, red pepper, garlic, onion powder in a colored beef collagen casing. So I did want to mention them. We're not going to do a full review on them. But if you do see the Fire Creek sticks, just stay away from some of these other flavors like teriyaki.
They look delicious.
And Anthony's excited. And the hickory sweet barbecue, as well as they had seasonings. But the seasonings have some sugar in them too.
Yeah.
And so I told him that it wouldn't be for me. My boys will use it. Anthony will love to cook with it. But so they have 2 flavors that are really good. The rest are not very keto. I just told him I would mention it because...
Yeah, we wanted to just shout them out.
Yep. Casey Smurf said, hi 2KK, hit 208 on Mother's Day, my lowest in 5 years. Getting really excited on how close Wonderland is. Thanks for all you do, Joe and Rachel. It means the world.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and that is awesome. That is so, so exciting, and you are right there, and you're going to nail this.
Elizabeth said, I feel so bad. I'm 66. I had RA since 1973. I'm much better since keto, but unable to do much physically. Having back surgery on the 19th and neck surgery soon, maybe.
Well, we will definitely be keeping you in prayer, Elizabeth. Let us know like how everything is going, and just keep moving forward.
Jerry said, Fear Factor, black licorice keto chow.
Yes.
As soon as Miriam gives me peanut butter and jelly.
It's not happening.
I feel like we're going to be going out to Utah, I think in July. And I feel like Chris needs to get all of the ingredients to make a black licorice keto chow and a peanut butter and jelly keto chow. Mm-hmm. And then Miriam and I should have to do like a challenge of like, that's all we can eat for a day. I'll have the black licorice and she'll have the peanut butter and jelly.
I think that you need to get all your nonsense into a box, tape that box up good, and ship it someplace else.
Madeline said, I went to a Brazilian steakhouse for Mother's Day. Best meats.
They do. And the funny thing is that they keep coming around to me, and they're expecting, because a lot of times they'll use a card, at least down here, it'll be a card that's like a green side and a red side. Green means like, I'm okay to approach, like, come on, bring some more meat. And red is like, I'm taking a break. And my red card was broken, okay? Because it's like, yep, still open. Lane's still open here.
Chris said, what kind of pellets? The wood ones.
The wooden ones.
Hey, here's the thing. When you have a 25-year-old who is messaging you going, can you help me?
You're
gladly.
Like, yes, I would love to be of help.
Yeah. And his wife is too. So she was like, okay, are we doing it right? So she was asking me last night about meat thermometers. Which one? So I'm like, okay. ThermoPro is one of the best ones out there. They're the name brand. Now, this one over here, she's like, I saw that. It's like $140. I'm like, here's this one. Take a close look. It's a Chinese knockoff, but it's like $25. It's the same one. It's made in the same factory. Start with that one and then upgrade once you get the hang of it.
It's very sweet. She's been sending me pictures of their Instapot dinners, and she's like, oh my gosh, dinner was like 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, so here's the first rule of wifedom. Don't tell them that it was quick and easy. Tell them like,
I learned that
like
the hard way.
like rub a little bit of seasoning and stuff on your face, and be like, and sprig some water and be like, oh, I labored over this meal for you, baby. This is just how much I love you. Well, I'm gonna get on that. You do all the cooking.
Chris said, time and temperature, the meat thermometer is the end all be all. Yeah.
End all to be
it's so funny because Rachel said, like, how long for the meat to be done? I'm like, when it's done. She's like, what does that mean? I'm like, smoking. Listen, it's a set it and forget it, but you're going to set it and then it's going to tell you when it's ready. And like sometimes.
Don't tell me that.
You're going to hit that, what happens like when you're cooking brisket, it gets to 165 and it can get there in like an hour. And then all of a sudden, it sits there for hours. She's like, I thought it was at 165 3 hours ago. And I'm like, it is. But then all of a sudden, it's just going to go boom from 165 to 200 in like a matter of minutes. But that matter of minutes to get there took 3 hours.
You don't ever want to tell me set it and forget it, because I will truly forget it and go do other things. And then we will have burnt stuff.
Claire said, Pellegrill, so easy, even I can do it.
I love it.
Hey, Rachel, we were out. I was at a game, and I had Rachel actually start beef short ribs.
I felt like a pro.
It is so easy. Blue Dove said, labor is more authentic than working out.
Man, so tomorrow is actually, I said green thumb is what tomorrow's challenge is. And it's all about, you have to somehow get working out in with plants, flowers, trees, something to do with that.
That's easy. I got to cut grass tomorrow.
There you go. That's good. You're going to get your stuff in. I have been really trying hard to make the front of our house and our pool area look nice, because it was looking pretty shabby, and not shabby chic, just shabby. So I've been trying to like dig up stuff, and it will give you a workout when you're doing some gardening and stuff.
I'm just making sure we still have excellent connection because it's not showing me the feed up there.
Yeah.
Older Pennsylvania said we need to send you a case of bubble wrap. We actually have.
I love bubble wrap. Anthony is addicted to bubble wrap.
This is what happens though when you don't have hair. Every time you hit your head, you know, like we all hit our heads on things, right? You just can't see it when you have hair. But for me, you sit it.
Nobody outside of like preschoolers I've met hit their head as much as you do though. You need a helmet. You need a helmet.
I'm a hard worker.
You need a helmet.
I'm a hard worker.
I agree.
And I crawl underneath things, and it's funny. I made a video today on how to fix the black tank cable because there's no videos in all of YouTube about it. I'm like, how is there no video on that?
Because no one wants to do that.
So I had to squirt that foam insulation.
They sell the rig when this happens.
I did that foam insulation. And now it won't come off my hands, like because it like permanently gets in there.
I know.
And I finally had to stop.
Has everybody seen Charity's Tale?
I had to stop in the video and say, okay, now I know somebody right now is typing in the comment section, why aren't you wearing gloves? And I'm like, because I can't do mechanic kind of stuff with gloves on. Yes, I'm touching like the outer tube of the poop tank. I already cleaned it, and now when I'm done, I'm gonna go take a shower and then I'm gonna sanitize. But it's like, I can't work with a helmet and I can't work with gloves. I do stuff on my car. I've tried working with gloves to not get like the grease under my fingernails. I need to feel.
Let's just say we're never going to play a drinking game of like, what's that scar? Because we would die of alcohol poisoning.
Jerry said, high five, give me paw, woof, 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 Bill Pullman and John Candy in Spaceballs.
Oh, yes. His name's Barf. What's your full name? Bartholomew.
Michelle said, there's no flavor like caramel macchiato. Thank you, Chris, Miriam, Joe, and Rachel.
Thanks for liking it.
I wish I knew when that was coming out.
I know, I'm so excited.
Like, I'm out. I don't have any more.
My mom is like rationing hers. Like we gave her a.
How did she get it?
Well, I made her.
Oh, you made it. Well, I was gonna say we didn't have enough to give her any.
She's like rationing it out. So
we had one bag. That bag is gone.
She's like, I'm ready.
Chris said, this reminds me of when my dad wanted us to dig out a place for a cement pad. After 2 weeks of working on it, he rented a Bobcat. It took him 6 hours.
Yeah.
So here's what happened.
He's all about having the right tool for the job.
I came up with this idea of putting a cement pad on the side of the house.
A cement pad.
And so I measured it out. It's 18 feet by 30 feet. And I'm like, I know how to lay cement. I'm not going to be very good at it because I don't have, again, the proper tools.
True.
And I'm going to have to pay like, a kidney just to buy a 2x4 to get it level. And so I figured it out, and it was going to cost me like $1,800 in just the concrete.
Yeah.
And I figured, okay, Anthony and I can frame it all out. We'll buy the bags of concrete. I'll rent a concrete mixer, and we'll do it. So I have a friend who's in construction, and I said, you have a concrete guy, right? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, give me his name. And he comes over and he goes, $2,700. I'm like, sold.
Done.
I'm like, you're gonna frame it out. You're gonna do it, prepare. He's like, everything. I'm like, that is
great job.
Worth it. He did such a good job. Rhonda, thank you very much
Rhonda.
for the $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Said, been high protein for 10 months and recently increased to 1-to-1 ratio and lifting weights more often. My calorie burn has drastically increased. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, I'm so awesome. Proud of you, Rhonda.
Yeah, so
nailing it.
Yeah, again, and he came in one day, he excavated everything, got it all set, came back the next day, poured it all, and talk about an honest.
Yes.
Construction guy.
So
he
refreshing.
He didn't even take money up front. After he did all of the prep work, he said, can I have a $500 deposit for the concrete itself?
Yes, of course. Would you also like a hug?
And I'm like, after he laid it all, I'm like, you want the rest now? He goes, nope, you can pay me the rest
after
when I come back and check everything after it's all dry.
Don't you absolutely love when you meet like a contractor or you just deal with somebody who's an honest, hardworking person that just brings excellence to their workplace?
Yeah.
I love that.
But it does come down to and this is, Rachel's always like, why are you buying another tool? I'm like, because the right tool will make your job so much
way easier.
Casey Smurf said, where is the caramel macchiato for the rest of us? Good question.
We're waiting. We need to reorder ourselves.
Andrea said, Chris, seriously, she's seen through the months I've shrunk and she's sold just from being sick and doing only chow. I've lost 3.8 pounds. It's magic.
That is awesome. Well, I hope you feel better, though.
Maitreya said caramel macchiato is so delicious.
Thanks, Maitreya. Chris is saying that black is the best camera. Is that the Black Magic?
The green line, what are you looking at? Black is the best camera? I have the Black Magic Pocket Cinema. That's the main camera.
Yeah.
The only thing is it's taken me a long time to really learn it because it doesn't have anything auto on it. Everything is manual, including manual focus. So it's got autofocus, but not continuous autofocus. So I have to hit a button over here that will autofocus it, but if we come in, it doesn't like autofocus on us.
Right.
Chris said the green line on the left is back. The green line on the left. Oh, I ain't gonna worry about it now. If I do, Rachel will kill me.
I will.
And then she's gonna come to Utah and kill you for telling me, Chris.
He can't focus.
Mark said you all should do a behind-the-scenes video of your setup.
We can do that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that in our next full day of eating.
Yeah.
Maitreya said I still haven't decided whether to get the GoStix camera GoPro Max or the Quickly Fly 12.
Cyclefly.
I don't know.
Because she does biking.
Okay,
like
so if you're looking for a
distances.
360 camera, the GoPro Max is not that good. I tried it. I haven't tried the other two. If you want a really good 360 camera, the Insta360 1R is really good. That allows you to like have an action camera. It's like all modular, so you can upgrade things. But the other Insta360 is also really good, but it's not modular. But it's like a little like, it looks like, what were those buttons you used to use for Amazon? To like order something.
You mean
the dash buttons? Or
yeah.
whatever? That's what it looks like. Mm-hmm. But the Insta360 is really good, and their software is easy to use once you get the hang of it. Renee said, I actually bought a movie ticket for Saturday.
Wow.
First movie since pre-COVID, and I don't often go. I don't go often even then. But it's the newest in the Saw. What?
Saw is coming out with another movie? Chris Rock and Samuel Jackson's in it? Okay, so we're going to the movies.
I'm going. I have every Saw movie. I did not know that was coming out because we don't have TV. So we don't see commercials. So I didn't know that was coming out. I wonder if Anthony knows.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if he knows or not. I feel like he doesn't know or he would have told us that.
Michelle said, thank you, Joe and Rachel. I've lost 30 pounds since late August watching you too.
Thank you,
Michelle, very much for the $5
and congratulations. That is incredible. Way to go, girl.
I'm looking for the green line. Where's this green line? Oh, it's that little line over there. Boy, Chris really is like...
He's good.
He's good.
He's good. You can see our kissy mugs.
Yeah, I'll have to fix that. I know what it's from. It's just like it needs an adjustment.
I saw Zoe said hi all. Hi, Zoe.
Debbie said, caramel macchiato and butter in my coffee today. So yummy.
That's delicious. Yeah, my mom really enjoys it as a coffee creamer.
Michelle said, love caramel macchiato. Never had the coffee, but gonna try it one day.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, Callie is here.
Hey, Callie.
Said, first time I've been able to join.
Well, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Jerry said, did you see that dumb video on YouTube for the fake Tesla guy making fun of gas cars, going nuts buying gas, being a Tesla guy? He doesn't speak for us, but I still laughed at it.
Wow, we had like a run on gas this week.
So I had a lot of people message us and ask me, did the gas shortage or the gas thing?
Not our
it did not affect us because all our gas actually... all of our gas comes in through the port in Fort Lauderdale. But thanks to the media,
we love to panic here in Florida.
Because there could be a storm 2,000 miles away, and the media is going to be like, everybody hunker down, and now all of a sudden for the next month, there's no gasoline, there's no plywood.
So there was blocks and blocks of lines to get gas.
But it didn't affect us. We actually just got back home in time.
Yeah.
Because, it did affect the states we drove through.
Yeah.
And, our prayers are for everybody. I know that they got the pipeline back up and stuff, but... it kind of stinks when people do that.
They need to catch those jokers.
Maitreya said Insta360 doesn't have a bike helmet mount adapter. If you get the Insta360 1R, it does. Because the Insta360 1R is the same thing as a GoPro. So it uses all of the GoPro mounts, all of those different mounts. It does the same thing, and I think it's the best one, the 1R, because it's got a camera on the front and a camera on the back, so you literally do get a full 360 And again, it uses the same mount as all GoPros. So anything that you would mount for a GoPro, you can mount the Insta360.
I just love watching you on your bike with that.
I would get it except for it's in the car.
Yeah.
Actually, I can still get it.
But it's when you have it on the big pole.
Yes. Yeah. Here, I'm going to go grab it so I can show it to you. You can read some comments.
Okay. So, let's see. Oh, Joe and Rachel, is your Utah trip for a meetup or a conference, and what part of Utah? Probably Chris can let you know like what area that will be in, because it's near them. I'm super excited about it. Let's see. Oh, Lisa says made taco balls bowl for dinner tonight. Anything balls. It just makes a weekday better, don't you think? Brian is here. It says, hi, Joe and Rachel. Hi, Brian. Glad that you're here. Blue Dove says, nerd. Exactly. Whenever he's talking.
The Utah trip is going to see Chris and Miriam, and we'll probably meet.
What area is that?
Draper,
Utah.
Okay, so here's the ones that, just because okay. So this is the Insta360. It's got like a regular case like this. This is the 1R. And it's all modular.
We're going to nerd it up here.
Okay, yeah, we're going to nerd it up.
Everyone brace yourself for nerddom.
I forgot how to get it out. Okay, so what happens is you got a camera here and a camera here. This camera can be changed. And so you can have just a front-facing camera. You can have a 1-inch sensor camera. And then you can also have the extra batteries for the bottom. But it's stuck in there for some reason.
So now Joe's gone. He's done. He's over here in stuck camera land.
No, I got it.
Did you get it out?
Well, I got this battery compartment.
So anyway, Michelle says, I'm so happy now and have so much fun and have a lot of energy that I don't know what to do with. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so everything that you can mount a GoPro, you can have this, and then this whole thing comes off. So the batteries can be changed, and then this is the brain, and these are the cameras that are all swappable. So if you can mount this on your bike helmet, just like a regular GoPro, you can use the Insta360. That's why I like this, because when they upgrade cameras, you don't have to buy the whole thing over again in new batteries. You just buy the new module.
Which is nice.
Okay. Renee said, yeah, I got emails from one of the local theaters by Fandango that I've never even read them, but happened to yesterday's Spiral starts today, $5.90 for a matinee, and we'll take some purse meat.
Wow, $5.90. That's
like
super cheap. That is awesome. And yes, I absolutely take bacon and other meats into the movie theater. I've taken all kinds of things, like full dinner, into the movie theater before. You just have to have a big enough purse and some cojones to do it.
Chris said, plug-in hybrid. I've been on the same 6 gallons of gas for the last 4 months.
Wow.
I want a hybrid, but we don't have a truck yet.
That is incredible.
Plus the price on trucks are $100,000.
Wow.
April is here, said, I legit needed gas today. My car wouldn't even tell me how many miles I had left. Went to my favorite station and was out of all but unleaded and diesel gas.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I had actually gotten a message from Pilot, because we're Pilot members.
Yeah.
And they were like listing all of the gas stations in the Southeast that doesn't have gas. Who has gas? Who has diesel? Who's out?
That is super helpful.
I thought it was really cool.
So like you don't waste your time.
Yeah. Andrea said the people in the Midwest had lost their minds over the gas issue also. One lady was arrested for filling up a plastic bin in the van of her truck.
That is so
dangerous. Which again, I mean, it's the media, because it didn't even affect them. Anthony and Caleb had told me there was somebody like in Georgia that was charging $9.99 a gallon.
Come on, we're all in this together.
I mean, $9.99 a gallon.
Let's not be hateful.
Jess said, yep, we're in Jacksonville. People are panic buying gas. Get up early enough and bypass the craziness, just like the hurricane season. Buying gas like everyone bought all the toilet paper.
Do it at off hours. That's the best thing to do.
They did get the pipeline back up, so hopefully this goes away now.
Yeah, I saw Jerry said sweaty balls, which always makes me think of that. You know, that's the Alec Baldwin skit from Saturday Night Live. If you haven't seen it, look for sweaty balls. It is hilarious. Carmen
said, I can't wait for details on Omaha. It's my birthday that weekend, and my bestie wants to take me. Aww. So go to, lowcarbevents.com.
Carmen!
Chris has all the links to get over there.
I want to get to see you.
Matreya said, I just want to catch license plates of the vehicles that nearly hit me or actually hit me.
Oh my gracious. So that has been kind of like a pattern with me too. I have to be like really careful because I find that people tend to ignore the big honking lane that like is your crosswalk area. Mm-hmm. People are like full out in the middle and sometimes I'm like, you're stopping, right? Like you're gonna stop, okay. Right?
So Caboodle said, has anyone seen when Equip Prime Protein chocolate might be back in stock? So I messaged him, and the gentleman who kind of runs the whole program for them is on vacation for 3 weeks. He's coming back, I think, next week. He said that they're working really hard to get it back in by Memorial Day. If you need Equip, don't buy anything yet. Okay, they're gonna have a big Memorial Day. He didn't tell me what it is. He just told me they're having a big Memorial Day sale.
So if you can
get by until Memorial Day, wait, because I don't know what it is. But when
money off,
he told me there's a giant Memorial Day sale coming, but wouldn't tell me what it is, which means it's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
So as soon as we know, we'll let you know. Obviously. Andrew said, I rode my bike to the store. I have baskets.
Yay.
I got some meat and veggies. I don't need no stinking gas.
I don't need no stinking gas. I will say that I have just gotten in the habit of riding my bike for certain errands. And I do feel good when you have a situation like this, or if you're just like, you know, I want to get out and move and exercise. It does feel really good to be able to ride your bike when you need to.
Blaine said, what route are you going to take to Utah? So we're going to fly. I honestly would drive if we didn't have to get back here, you know, like for church and stuff like that. If I didn't have the landscaping, you know, in the middle of the summer.
Kind of tough.
It's a little difficult for me to get away for a long time like that. The New York trip was planned perfectly. Obviously, we actually went a week early, and now thankfully so. Otherwise, we would have had the gas issue because we did go through 1,000 gallons of, 326 gallons of gas for that trip.
Wow.
So, yeah, if we were able to do like a 10 or 14 day trip in the middle of the summer, I would absolutely drive to Utah because there's so many places I want to see.
The St. Augustine grass, though, is the thing.
As
soon as it rains, it pops.
Rachel doesn't know this yet, but I'm planning on probably the end of the summer going and doing 2 weeks in Texas because I want to go do the RV program.
Okay. Oh, yes. Yay.
So, I want to do it. And the first one is just a week, but then the second one would be like 4 weeks.
So
we'd have to find 4 weeks off to go do that because I want to become a certified RV tech.
Just to work on your own rig.
There's only 2 places in the country that do it.
One's Texas.
One's in Texas and one is in Tampa. The one in Tampa, you have to do 8 straight weeks. There's no break. The one in Texas, you can do, they actually have an online course for basic stuff, but then they have a 1-week course, and then they have a 4-week course, and they have a 2-week course. So you can kind of take it in sections depending on what level you want to get certified.
I'm excited.
So I really would like to go do that.
Yes.
Gail said, what is a good, clean, unflavored protein powder to use in cooking? I found out today the Perfect Keto no longer carries unflavored.
Doesn't Equip have an unflavored?
No. They have an unflavored collagen.
Oh, that's it.
They have an unflavored protein. The only unflavored protein that I'm aware of with clean ingredients, and somebody may correct me, would be, what was that one?
Does Isopure have
Isopure.
One? Yeah.
That is the only one that I would ever recommend that I know of. Now, there may be other ones. I have not looked for any unflavored protein in a long time.
Because we like the flavors.
Yeah. But I know Isopure always had clean ingredients, and that's what we actually used before we found Keto Chow.
Clean out your pantry. They have the most giantest containers. Yeah. That was a little bit, and they were rounded. So it was like, where am I putting this thing?
Jeannie Marie.
Hey.
I just realized the comments aren't showing up.
Ruh-roh.
Jeannie Marie said, I made keto chow chili for dinner and meal prep 2 nights ago. I'm the only one keto in my house of 3. Chili was gone by midnight. So much for meal prep.
Oh, I love that. That is awesome. Yeah, I think that the keto chow chili, everybody is going to love it. In fact, Joe made a keto chili for a chili competition at church.
Right.
And placed because of the fact that it is just delicious.
Nobody knew.
For everybody. And you just don't, we always say don't Lion King something that is keto and good for you, and don't be like, this is keto, because then people may be trying to scrutinize it because they don't want to like it, you know. So we just don't Lion King. It's like when you would try to give vegetables to your kid, you're not being like, here are the vegetables, so that the kids are like, yeah, I'm not eating that.
Chris said people are filling up plastic shopping bags with gas.
That's very dangerous.
I don't understand that.
That's not good.
April said, I'm in Georgia. Gas was $2.79. I thought that was bad.
Oh.
That's about down here,
pretty
gas
normal.
is about $2.90 a gallon here. But, like, we actually just did a video on, why is that not showing up? That's really annoying me. Don't hit me. It's important that people see the comments.
Okay.
We just did a video on, like, how to save money when you're RVing, and, like, one of the ones was join every single gas club there is.
Because it can't hurt.
Because, like, everybody's got all these different deals. Like, we have Pilot. Pilot gets me 10 cents off a gallon. BJ's is always 10 cents off a gallon, and then if you have a BJ's credit card, it gets you another 10 cents off a gallon. Now, we don't believe in debt. We don't believe in having,
you pay it off.
Debt on credit cards, but you get the gas credit card, and then you use it, and then as soon as you're done with your trip, you go pay it off.
Credit card companies hate us.
We saved, like, I think I added it up. I think we saved, like, $47 because of all of the different gas deals and gas membership things on our drive to New York. So
yeah.
$47, man, that's like going out to Texas Roadhouse for dinner.
We firmly believe in using credit cards, not letting credit cards use you.
Yeah, so we're all about like the point system. But yeah, so we try to go to right now BJ's, because BJ's by us is 15 cents cheaper than all the other gas stations. And then the BJ's credit card gets you 10 cents off a gallon. Plus, you earn reward points in BJ's.
Yeah.
So it's like a win-win-win-win-win situation. Chris said, yes, that chili is good.
It is delicious.
Leslie said, I live in Tennessee and got gas Monday because I drive an F-150 with a 35-gallon tank.
Wow.
I was worried about the prices. Then people went nuts.
Aren't you so glad that you got it ahead of time? That was like super smart.
Yeah, we're going to the Keys, and Rachel's like, can you make sure the truck is full? I'm like, the truck is full, and I always have extra
some gas cans.
I always have like 6 or 7 5-gallon gas tanks because
not
I use
plastic
them for
bags.
Work. No,
we're putting it in gas cans.
And whenever we RV, I carry an extra 10 gallons in case we happen to like get to an area where there's no gas station,
or if you need to use
the generator. Let's see.
Renee says, I quit carrying extra plastic bags in my car. Usually I have some, except for I'll go to Aldi's and then just forget them. Whenever I go to Aldi, I always forget my bags. And so I've got like things rolling around in the backseat of the car.
Yeah, Blue Dove said, Isopure Unflavored passed lead testing with flying colors.
Awesome.
So. And there's another one. Dallas said, I've been happy with Isopure, use it for pizza crust. I order it from Amazon.
Yeah.
They also sell it in like Vitamin
GNC?
Shop. No, not GNC. I think it's like Vitamin Shop.
Okay. I know we got it at a store at one point.
I
don't know. I don't think they sell them at Walgreens.
Jess said, yes, they are with the plastic bags. They had to actually announce for people not to use gas up bags.
You know, I think I would have trouble as the reporter at like making that public service announcement, because I would want to be like, seriously, you're putting it in a plastic bag? Stop it. Just stop it. Right? Like, when you have a hard time saying it with a straight face, what are you doing? Also, don't put it in a pillowcase if that was going to be your next place to carry gas.
Shauna's here. Said,
hey,
last
Shauna.
time I filled up my tank, it said I was 1 cent above crazy. 51.51.
51.51. I like to have 42.42.
It's
then I
funny.
feel like it's the answer to everything.
Anthony is all about the gas. Like, he's like, that gas station, like, that's in 3 towns over is 2 pennies cheaper. And I said, Anthony, I want you to think about this for a second. You have a 10-gallon gas tank.
Yeah.
10 gallons. You're literally saving 20 cents by driving like 5 miles out of the way.
I like the fact, though, that his mind is going towards money savings.
So
it's in the right
I
place.
agree, but my whole thing is like, if you're in the area, yeah, stop and fill out. But don't drive 5 miles out of the way to save 20 cents.
Exactly.
And then have to worry about like the U-turns and the traffic and getting into an accident. That's something else we talked about in our video. I'm like, trying easy off, easy on. Like, you're driving an RV, try making a U-turn in that, because like I was yelling we got off on one of the exits, and it's like gas right here, and you get off, and the gas is 3 miles down the road, and then you have to make a U-turn. And I'm like, are you serious?
Not easy
like,
to
this
turn
is a
around.
trucker's road. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, so you want to really just, if you're driving like that, just be able to see the gas station from the interstate.
Chris said, I'm responsible for the gas shortage.
It's Joe's fault, clearly. Wouldn't it be awesome if everything could just be run on wood chips?
It would be really good.
That'd be awesome. And we could have a little smoker right in under the hood. Renee says, see, yet another reason you need to come to Texas. Yes.
Oh, I know. Blaine said, where is the RV certification taking place? I will have to, I don't remember the exact cities that they're in. I know that the one in Florida is in the Tampa area. It's
pretty easy to find, though, if you Google it, because there's literally only two.
There's only two of them.
It's like RV Tech certification in Texas, and that's where it is. Sky Blue said, can't wait to try caramel macchiato. Was a coffee fiend until my gallbladder said no. Now, here's the funny thing. It doesn't taste like coffee. I think it tastes like a Starbucks Frappuccino type of flavor.
Which doesn't taste like coffee.
It tastes like a delicious drink. A fun drink.
I mean, it tastes delicious. Chris says it tastes like caramel popcorn.
Huh. Okay.
So.
He's not a coffee drinker, though, so, like, I think that he's not used to those Frappuccino drinks, you know.
Which, again, don't taste like coffee.
But, but it's like, that's where my mind goes when I think of it.
Let's see. Colleen said, wouldn't keto chow base work as an unflavored protein for someone?
Yeah. Probably.
So the keto chow base, you add to a protein. So you have I actually have some right here because I'm making a video on it. So you have the base powder. What this base powder is there's no protein in this. This is what makes keto chow. So you would get an unflavored protein.
This is the magic.
So for some reason, some people maybe they don't want a milk protein isolate, which is what keto chow is like. So you want to use a quip, which is what our video is that I'm coming out with. So what makes keto chow, what makes it such an awesome protein drink or meal replacement drink is the fact that 1/3 of all of your vitamins and your electrolytes and your nutrients come in each shake. So normally you would just drink a protein drink, you're getting protein.
Right.
But you're not getting anything that you need. You're not getting your vitamins or your nutrients or your electrolytes. That's what this base powder is. So they came out with the base powder, which if I believe what Chris said to me was they actually came out with this to the people who live overseas. It's expensive to ship keto chow. So he came up with this where they could go get their own protein powders and then add this, and voila, have keto chow.
Which is cool.
So now you could take something like a quip, which is a beef protein, or you can, if you for some reason want to use a pea protein, which I don't know why you would want to use pea protein, but
it's not as tasty.
Whatever. So you could take any protein powder you want, you add this to it, and then you could add a flavoring, and you could add like whatever sweetener. Like if you really wanted to, not that I would recommend it, you could take Quest protein powders.
Yeah.
And then add this to it, and you pretty much have a keto chow.
Right.
Because this is the important stuff. This is the vitamins, the electrolytes, and the minerals.
But you still need to kind of like take a look at the ingredients in the protein powders, because there's a lot of like things for sale that's, protein powders.
Yeah. Lisa said maybe unflavored egg white protein. J-Rob is what Maria Emmerich uses in her videos.
Very nice.
Yep. April said J-Rob and Isopure, the best unflavored protein powders. I've never tried J-Rob.
Just like the name.
Mark said our Walmart sells the Isopure and unflavored and vanilla in its bag, so plenty of room to store it. I love cooking with the unflavored.
Wow, that's awesome. That's good to know, because Walmart,
Yeah, we only ever bought the big tub because it was like just much more cost efficient that way. Grind Journey said $2.79 a gallon would be nice. Southern Utah is $3.25.
Yeah, we have some friends.
Another reason to not drive to Utah.
In Canada that are really paying some hard prices too.
Joe Ray said, I'm lucky I work from home and my family is all within 15 minutes.
How
I fill up my tank once a month.
That's so precious. My mom's like that too. And we do try to, where you have friends and family, and we just kind of got in the habit of that, during, all of 2020, where it's like, if someone's already going to the store, is there something you need that I can just pick up and save you a trip? I'm always into save me a trip.
Chris said Facebook advertising I'm assuming it charges us the same amount regardless of payment method. No extra charge for credit card. So I run it all through a 2% cashback credit card. It's like laundering. I do the same thing. I mean, I just had to buy a new robot vacuum for our thing. So I'm like looking through, okay, which of my credit cards gives me the most cash back? Turns out to be BJ's. And I'm like, okay, I will just go buy it with that and then immediately pay it off because I feel like I'm getting an extra, $50 or $100 back.
Well, and I
feel like I'm cheating the system.
So it was interesting because, we got back and I was like at BJ's, buying some cleaning stuff, and I get to check out and they're like, you've got a $20, cash back. Would you like to use it now? And I was like, heck yes, I would like to use it right now.
And we had one the other day when I got your beef ribs. I used $20 on beef ribs.
Don't you love beef ribs and saving money?
Yeah.
That's a good combination.
Joy said, I saw a meme of a person filling up plastic totes with gas. Said they were probably part of the great toilet paper shortage of 2020.
Seriously. Like, sometimes you just wonder, like, how are they living? Like, what else is going on in that house?
Let's see. Chris said, I had caramel macchiato for lunch today. Totally tastes like caramel popcorn.
Okay, now I'm going to have to drink it and think of caramel popcorn.
Andrea said, it tastes like heaven. I almost karate chopped my daughter today because she was going to use it to make a shake. No, ma'am. Let go with the chow.
How cute are you? Oh, my gosh. The fact that you said you're going to karate chop your kid. That is awesome.
Casey Spurf said, I used to use Isopure for my extra protein powders on 3 keto chow days. Now I use Dimetize.
Nice.
It's not near as grainy, and the Fruity Pebbles taste like Fruity Pebbles milk as a kid.
Yum.
Oh, I've never tried that.
That was the best part of cereal, right? Was the milk afterward.
Leslie said, I use Isopure Unflavored to make protein bread. I like to slather it in butter right out of the oven.
That is precisely how I like butter dispensed. Slather method. It should be slathered. Butter was made to be slathered.
Okay, so Darren, off topic. How serious? There's no off topic here.
Yeah.
So it's whatever topic you guys bring up. Off topic, how serious are you all about collagen and perfect keto base? Also, what frequency do you use them? Okay, so we used to use collagen a lot. We still use it, especially for flavoring our coffee or just having a drink.
Yeah, I use it just about every single day because I enjoy the taste of it and I enjoy what it's been doing with my hair.
Right.
And I want to continue maintaining having hair.
Yeah, so now the way I put it in coffee, Rachel makes a milkshake out of it.
I do.
So, or really like a frozen milkshake out of it.
Yeah, like water, and I mix it with water, or I mix it with almond milk, and then just add ice to it.
As far as the base, okay, and here's where we get a bunch of hate comments.
Uh-oh, brace yourself.
Okay, so...
Okay, wait, I'm going to hug. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so the base is ketones. There is a use for them. It is not to lose weight.
That is correct.
Okay? Anybody who tells you that you will lose weight or get into nutritional ketosis from taking ketones is either A, lying to sell you something, or B, they're misinformed.
Yeah.
Okay?
But probably they're lying.
Taking exogenous ketones will help you with a little bit more cognitive function.
Yes.
It will help you with a little bit more energy. Like if you need, like, it's basically like a pre-workout. So if you need that little bit more energy to get through a workout, that's where they're going to help you. Most of us don't need it. We take them once in a while. Like I use some exogenous ketones on the drive
when he's driving straight.
I was driving 10 to 12 hours per day, towing an 8,000-pound trailer. I wanted to have full cognitive function.
And I wanted to have that peace of mind that we have done everything that we can do to make you in a good place to drive.
Yeah. So pretty much all of the exogenous ketones that are out there come from the same company, Go BHB. And then each one of these companies, like Perfect Keto,
they flavor it
or
their own way.
Kiss My Keto, or a lot of the other ones, they get the ketones from Go BHB because they're ketone salts, they're esters. And then what happens is they add their own flavoring in their concoction, but they pretty much all the ketones are coming from one place. Prove It, their ketones are a little bit differently, but they're 4 times the cost. And my issue with Prove It is their marketing plan I don't have an issue with multi-level marketing, so I want to say that. I don't have a problem with multi-level marketing.
I love Avon.
Avon, Scentsy.
Mary Kay.
I did multi-level marketing years and years ago. My issue is more of they actually have a commercial that says, hey, this is a great thing. You could go eat a candy bar and then take this, and it's going to put you right back into ketosis.
That makes me mad because that's not true.
Technically, they're telling you the truth because they're putting you in ketosis. Because ketosis is using ketones for energy.
They know what people are hearing it, though, as.
Right.
They know that.
It's not putting you in nutritional ketosis. There's no cheat. The only way to get into nutritional ketosis is don't eat carbs. That's it.
There's no free lunches. You got to do the hard work. Ask the pig. There is no free bacon.
No.
It cost him a lot for that bacon.
So if you want to take ketones to maybe help you with a little bit of the keto flu, or which the exogenous ones like keto salts, like Perfect Keto will do that. Not necessarily the ones from Prove It. Again, Prove It, like we don't advertise Prove It because it's way too expensive. And I don't think anybody needs to spend
that it's basically
$130.
Yeah, and there's so many other ones out there. If you want that thing, you just find whatever flavor you like.
So if you want that little extra cognitive function, have at it. If you need high ketones for like actual brain function,
now that's a totally different thing.
Like Chris and Miriam's daughter, she needs it because she needs those higher ketones for medical reasons.
Yes,
that's a reason to be taking exogenous ketones because it helps you function a little better. Just don't take them to try to lose more weight because it won't help.
Yeah.
Okay. Rant over.
Okay.
Bill says, live. I just paid $3.85 unleaded at Costco.
Holy macaroni.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of money. Chris said, 2 crazy ketos want Rachel to accept your 3D printer. Show her this.
Thingiverse. What is it? Oh, how cute is that?
That is cool.
That is perfect for...
I want to show that. Chris shows so people can click on the link.
That is perfect for slathering butter.
I'm making that.
I want that.
No. You got to see. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, how cute is that?
Look what it does. It's
the Play-Doh Fun Factory.
It's a Play-Doh press.
It is a Play-Doh Fun Factory for butter.
Okay, I'm making that.
Okay, the other thing that we need to make is a baby cut and grow because that works the same way. Do you guys remember baby cut and grow where like her hair would come out and then you would cut it and then you would like push it out more or pull it out more? I loved baby cut and grow.
Leslie said, I don't know if it's keto or collagen, but my hair is growing my original blonde lately.
Nice.
It's been growing in this weird, dark, ashy blonde. Probably both.
Mine is just like, it is coming in all kinds of different colors, and I'm not hating it. It's like salt and pepper.
Okay. Bill said, same gas at regular gas stations was $4.25.
You got to sell the car for gas money.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Jasmine wants to know, do we meal prep? Sometimes.
We did this week.
So our meal prep is generally, I will always have something ready to go for like, hey, I need to grab and go because I'm afraid like we're not going to have time.
Sausages.
So we'll have some sausage usually
sticks,
pre-made, some hard-boiled eggs, maybe some chicken breast, and some keto chow. So we always have some of that prepared in the fridge. As far as our everyday meals, for the most part, we eat very simply. We eat like eggs, ground beef, things like that. So it's all like 2 to 5 minute that I think tastes better when you cook it immediately.
Yeah.
We also will meal prep some pancakes. We have some keto pancakes with recipes coming out soon.
It's so good.
I think this weekend actually that's coming out.
It's so good.
And so we can meal prep that. And then obviously when we do barbecue, we usually make enough barbecue that's going to take us 3 or 4 days so we can just go in and grab it. Again, I've been eating brisket every day since Sunday.
The pan is hot. You might as well just keep cooking.
Yep. Renee said, does Equip have unflavored? Not that I know of. They have an unflavored collagen. Casey Smurf said, seems like a 10,000 celebration was not that long ago. I will be there for a 20,000 subscriber party. Oh, will there be?
Yeah.
Yeah, there will. It's a slow coming.
It is. Oh my goodness. But like
it's like crawling, like one at a time.
Yeah, but you know what? Like it's gonna be awesome, and I'm so excited. So yeah, when we hit 20,000, like we will absolutely have a live stream celebration for that.
Jasmine said, Chris Bear, I'm not sure on how to reply back to you with tagging you. I was wondering if some of us can follow you on meal prepping. I just need a little support and motivation. I drink Keto Chow also. Jasmine, send us an email.
Yeah.
Send me an email at joe@2crazyketos.com and we can try to help you out a little bit.
Absolutely.
Chris said it's a freaking butter dispenser.
Freaking butter dispenser.
Oh my gosh. If Rachel wasn't going to kill me, I would actually print up the picture and stick it on the live stream, but she's going to kill me for me to go over and do that.
Yes, I will.
Renee said, I've been loving the Porking Good dill seasoning in my boiled eggs.
Those seasonings are so stinking
We got
good.
the new ranch one, but we haven't tried it
They
yet.
are like flavor central. Yeah, I'm excited about the ranch one, but I'm all about the salt and vinegar and the dill pickle.
Yep. Andrea said, I've just taken base this week for energy. I've been battling a sinus issue. That's really the only reason they should be
That
taking.
is great.
Yeah.
Yes, that will boost you right up.
I just don't ever want people, and I go and I see people in the Perfect Keto Facebook group, and I don't ever want to see people buying it like, you need this to lose weight. It's not going to help you lose weight. The only way it may help you lose weight is, some people say it curbs their appetite, but even the owner of Perfect Keto on their blog page on Perfect Keto's website says, this will not help you lose weight with the exception of possibly giving you a little bit more energy to work out more. So it gives you energy to work out, which will help you lose weight, but it's not the ketones making you lose weight.
Well, and I've heard back from some people because, again, if somebody's having like a stall or they're having a frustration, it's not even going to be something that they use one time a day. They're going to be like, I'm going to just, if one scoop, because I mean, it's an addict behavior. This is something that I could fall prey to too, where it's like, if one scoop will help me to stay in ketosis, I don't know what I'm going to do later on. I'm going to just drink a bunch of this, and it is an increased energy thing, and you feel like that sickness when you're over caffeinated. If you over drink some of that base, it will make you feel very wonky.
Yeah. So Chris said, Jasmine, they're answering you. Meal prep is pretty boring for me. I make Keto Chow every few days and fill up the fridge door. The kids steal them from me.
We have a couple of videos.
We actually have some videos on meal prepping because we have like lots of casserole recipes, and all of our casseroles make really good meal prep. Certain things I just don't think meal prep well. Some people like to meal prep like a whole bunch of scrambled eggs. I don't like reheated scrambled eggs. I like a reheated casserole, but not scrambled eggs.
So if you check out like 2crazyketos.com and our recipe section, and also if you do like our recipes on like
so if you go to our
YouTube.
website, so right up here on our website, you're gonna go to recipes, and then you just click on this. If it will go, it's slow today. So you got some appetizers, entrees, like this breakfast broccoli casserole. That is a really good recipe. The taco pie is a really good meal prep. What else do we have
Bacon
on here?
cheeseburger casserole is a family favorite and always requested at Christmas.
Both of these chilies. So this one uses Keto Chow. This one, it does not use Keto Chow. Both of those make great. You can make a giant vat of it, and that will take you like
shredded
all
chicken.
Week. The crack slaw, I like it reheated. What else do we have? The
Shepherd's
jalapeno
pie.
chicken poppers and
their balls.
The keto sausage balls are great meal preps. The shepherd's pie is a great meal prep. The meat pasta keto lasagna
better
is like an awesome
several
meal
days
prep.
Later.
The meatza, you can do it both the same day or as a meal prep because it doesn't take that long. So
the pork sausage patties, you will never buy pork sausage again.
Yeah, so we have a lot of recipes that like make a really good meal prep because there's like 6 to 9 servings in there, and you can just kind of slice it up, put it in individual things. And we've actually done that. We did that for our pastor's wife, where she was having some medical issues and absolutely had to eat keto. So we were bringing her just week-long meal preps of pretty much our recipes. And here you go. And both of them were like the thing that they liked the most.
Cheeseburger casserole.
The cheeseburger casserole was their favorite.
Yeah.
So
he's like
and then go check out Keto Connect. They've got a jalapeno chicken popper casserole that is like really good.
It is a great. The best keto hamburgers are really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Those are nice.
Let's do a couple more here. Then we're going to get off.
Thanks for people sharing.
Joe Ray said, I eat 2 meals a day and meal prep 3 meals a week for Jasmine. You should check out my channel. I talk about it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Ray's got an awesome channel. Joe Ray, I wish you would go over to the Facebook group and publish some of your stuff into our Facebook group.
Shauna says, these are not the ketones you are looking for. How great is that? I love you, Shauna. She's my Star
I'm
Wars
sorry
buddy.
that the chat's not showing back up on the screen. It's really annoying me. But Rachel won't let me fix it.
No, I won't. I'm a meanie that way.
Renee said, I love the 2KK carnivore lasagna.
Thank you. That's one of my favorites,
Not quite
too.
carnivore, but close to it. It just has
it tastes good. It tastes better the next day, I think.
Yeah. Chris said, I need to make lasagna, aka pizza cake. Sometime
Pizza cake. Yes.
Adalia said, our daughter's diet is 90% keto chow. I feel 100% good about that.
Oh, I love that. That is awesome. That is an awesome statement, yeah.
Jesse and Melissa said, I've got to try your coleslaw.
I think you'd really, really
What's
enjoy
nice about our coleslaw...
That was a meal prep thing for
That's
this
a meal
week.
prep, yeah. It's super easy to make. And
super easy.
There's even a shortcut. So, I mean, I generally buy a cabbage and just chop it up real quick. But if you don't want to, you just go buy a bag of coleslaw mix. Don't worry if there's a couple shreds of carrots in there. It's not going to kill you.
Me and Gail, though, like the angel hair.
Yeah, see,
one.
I
didn't like it as much.
I like it thicker cut.
Me and Gail like it the angel hair
And
one.
then you just mix everything together. The key is, and I always screw this up myself, and it's my recipe, mix all of the wet ingredients and then toss the salad, into it. A lot of times I just get anxious and I throw everything in there and I start putting it on top, but now it's not mixing evenly. So put your mayonnaise, your vinegar, your sweetener, your celery seeds, you put all that in there, mix it all up, and then basically you're going to toss the cabbage. But I made it on Sunday in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that's better the next day because the salt gives you more liquid because it starts, just like when you're making sauerkraut, it starts drawing the liquid out of the cabbage and it gets better.
And there is one argument for the tougher tougher cabbage cuts that you like versus the angel hair just because it will hold up to it.
So Darren said, thank you for your honest answer and realism. That is a true characteristic you cannot find much anymore. And,
thanks, Darren.
And sorry, but what do you think about LMNT products? I've had the electrolytes because they've been in a keto box. I think they're really good. I think they have clean ingredients. I know several people use them, including Bronson, and I believe Kim Howerton uses them. I happen to really like Redmond electrolytes. So
yeah, we just like the taste of it.
I like it, and I like the Perfect Keto electrolytes. I think they're really good. Both companies are huge supporters of our channel, which is not the only reason I use them. I just really like the Redmond ones.
Yeah.
I like the flavor of them.
And the Keto Chow ones I like because they have no flavor.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just want it in the water and you squirt them and it's not, or we cook with them because it's very salty. And we use that in the Daily Minerals, and he'll just be like cooking our hamburger on the Blackstone and just squirt that on it, and it's like you're getting your electrolytes without having to make a production out of it. Yeah,
before Perfect Keto and Redmond came out with electrolytes, we were using Ultima, and what was the other one? Keto Vitals.
Yes.
And
I didn't like Keto Vitals
I never really tried
taste-wise
the LMNT. So by the time we found the Element ones,
too late.
It was too late. Keto.
We're all in.
Redmond had already come out with what they have,
and I was in love.
And then whenever we want unflavored or cooking, or I just want something in the car, we just always use Keto Chow. So that's pretty much our go-to. But there's nothing wrong with the Element ones. It's just that we already have ones that we like.
And Redmond sells an unflavored one of their mixes too. But knowing that they have the flavored ones I like, I just tend not to use them.
Danita, thank you very much for the $9.99 super chat.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very
Look at that
much.
Cute little foxy fox.
I'm really annoyed that that's not showing up.
I know. I want to see it.
Joy said, I love the recipes on 2K website, but I'm really jealous of all their kitchen gadgets. I need to up my game.
Joe is a kitchen gadget fiend.
Yeah.
I think we've had every kitchen gadget ever. And he's banned from watching David Venerable, as we've talked about from QVC, because every kitchen gadget that gentleman sells, Joe is like, I need that.
Lisa said, I use Redmond electrolytes and Element. Love them both.
Yeah.
Leslie said, I can chug water with Perfect Keto electrolytes.
Isn't that awesome? Like, when you get a flavor you like, it's not a chore anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be a chore. And here's my thing too, like I used to, when we first started keto, and I was trying to drink more water and less of, soda and stuff like that, but I wasn't used to water and I needed a taste, a flavor in there. I leaned pretty heavy on like Mio, but it's like not really doing anything for me. So
Right.
I want if I'm going to add a flavoring, I would rather that flavoring do something for me. So that's why I tend to use the electrolytes.
Well, there you go. So Chris said, as a manufacturer of competing electrolytes, I personally like the Element and use them when I had a package.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not something we've ever not
recommendation.
used when we had them. We just don't buy them because we
just
have
didn't
the other
repurchase.
ones. Yeah. So, okay, I think that we're going to finish up. Yep, Renee said, do not forget to drop everything tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m.
Yay!
Central Time for Heath and Shelly's live on YouTube. All the cool kids will be there.
Be there, the Hungry Horde.
Yeah.
We like to go in there too.
Okay, so we're going to get off tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us overall,
Yes.
other than the fact that the comments aren't showing up on the screen.
I know.
Everything went pretty smoothly tonight.
I look forward to discussing that for like the rest of the evening.
I know. So
That's my night, guys.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button so you're notified. We got some cool videos coming up this weekend. Again, been lazy the last couple days. Not lazy, but trying to redo some of the stuff that we had coming out. And don't forget, Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we have the live premiere for Keto on the Couch where Rachel and sometimes me is live in the chat.
We'll be there.
And this week, we will be doing it from Key Largo.
Yeah.
So, until next time, guys, everybody have a great week.
We love you.
Bye.